What did Jesus mean by wisdom is justified by her children? Jesus made a striking statement in Luke 7 verse 35. It reads, "But wisdom is justified of all her children." At first reading, this sounds unusual because it clearly points out two different questions. Number one, what does it mean that wisdom is justified? Number two, who are her children? To understand these, we must read it in context. Now, here is a background of the statement. In Luke chapter 7, people were criticizing both John the Baptist and Jesus himself. John came with a strict, separated lifestyle, and they rejected him. Jesus came eating and drinking with people, and they also rejected him. Their conclusion was not based on truth, but preference. So Jesus responds with this principle that goes, wisdom is proven right by its result. Before we continue, I'd like to hear from you. What is your understanding of this topic? Share your thoughts in the comment below. Also, don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow Bible students, and subscribe to Zion Reference Library for more in-depth biblical teachings. Your support helps us continue making the studies available to more people. So what does wisdom is justified mean? The word justified here means to be shown to be right, to be proven correct, to be vindicated. In simple terms, Jesus is saying, time and results will show that God's wisdom was right all along. Who are our children? The children of wisdom are the outcomes produced by wisdom. They are results, fruits, and visible evidence that come from following God's way. Think of a tree. You don't need to argue about what kind of tree it is. You simply look at the fruit. For example, mango trees produce mango fruits, while orange trees bear orange fruits. The fruit is the child of the tree. It also reveals what the tree truly is. In the same way, wisdom produces children that reveal its authenticity. Here is a simple illustration of what I've said so far. Imagine a doctor prescribing a strict treatment plan such as diet changes, medication, and lifestyle adjustments. At first, the patient may doubt it, but after time, healing begins to show. Now the results speak. The treatment is justified by the healed body. Nobody needs to argue anymore. Why? Because the evidence is visible. That is exactly what Jesus meant. So the question is, how does this practically apply to John and Jesus? John the Baptist's lifestyle looked too strict, while Jesus' approach looked too relaxed. But people rejected both. But Jesus is saying, wait for the results of what you rejected. By the time the results become visible, the one who is foolish will become apparent. Eventually, John prepared hearts for repentance. Jesus transformed sinners into disciples. The lives changed by their ministries became the proof that God's wisdom was right. Let's together look at this modern day example. Think of a farmer planting seeds. At first, nothing looks impressive. Just soil, just waiting. But months later, the harvest appears. Now everyone understands the wisdom of planting. In that case, it suffices to assert that the harvest justifies the farmer's method. Jesus is teaching a powerful principle. God's wisdom is often misunderstood in the moment, but it is always proven by its fruit over time. This means don't judge God's ways too quickly. Don't reject divine instruction because it looks unusual. And don't confuse delay with failure, because wisdom always produces children, and those children always testify. In summary, when Jesus said wisdom is justified by our children, he meant the following. Number one, God's wisdom is proven by its result. Number two, the fruit reveals the truth. Number three, time confirms what critics rejected. Number four, obedience produces visible evidence. In simple terms, you may not understand wisdom at first, but its children will eventually prove it. So instead of arguing with wisdom, the better response is this: follow it, trust it, and wait for its fruit. Because in the end, wisdom always wins. What are your questions and thoughts about this just concluded subject? Please kindly leave it in the comments. God bless you.